weeks back, I did a video about the real historical inspirations behind the golden fertility idol from the start of Raiders of the Lost Ark. While researching that, I learned that there was more to the idol's story told in some of the old Indiana Jones comics from the 1980s, so today I'm going to talk about how Indy got the idol back. In the movie, Indy tells Brody he heard Belloq sold the idol on the black market in Marrakesh. The comic starts there with Indy and Sala breaking into the estate of an antiquities dealer to steal it back. But someone has just barely beaten them to it. Zomek, a member of the Hovitos, and Ilsa Tote, who was seeking revenge against Indy for her brother's melted face. But Indy and Sala are able to get control of the idol and bring it back to America. Brody puts together a big press event to reveal the idol's introduction to the museum, but Zomek attacks the event and steals it back, nearly killing Indy in the process. He flees to Brazil, but Ilsa lures Indy to them so that she can have her revenge. Of course, Indy foils all their attempts to kill him, and he boards Ilsa and Zomek's plane as they try to escape. He recovers the idol and crashes the plane, killing his two enemies in the process. I have some feelings about this story. On the one hand, I was pretty excited to learn that there were comics talking about what happened to the idol after the movie. While I loved the Indiana Jones films, I admit I am not nearly as knowledgeable about the comics and books the same way I am with Star Wars. This video felt kinda like my childhood, jumping down into the never-ending rabbit hole of Star Wars lore. But, on the other hand, one of the main villains in this story is just a guy trying to reclaim his own cultural property. Indy thinks everything belongs in a museum, but I think that should probably be up to the Hovitos to decide. Granted, near the end of the story, we learn Zomek wants to use the idol to cause war between other South American tribes, but still, it's kinda weird watching Indy punch his way through people who I think have dibs on their own idol. But that's what happened to the fertility idol in the Indiana Jones comics. I'll probably try to find more Indy topics like this to cover that are hopefully less problematic. Let me know if you have any suggestions in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for mostly Star Wars but occasional Indy content, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, it's not the years, it's the mileage.